Hi, my name is Cold Beer, and let's start with Midnight Walk. Here you'll embark on a dark fantasy adventure built in clay. You will befriend a lost lantern creature and use his flame to light your way through a conflicting world of wonder and suspense. To survive here, you will have to outsmart the many monsters eager to devour your little friend's flame as you travel across 5 tales of fire and darkness. The game and its creatures look gorgeous. It is without a doubt a work of art and keeps entertaining you as you travel in this dark world. People are saying that the game is visually stunning, but it is like your memory, quite short. You will probably finish it in 5 hours or so. But the Midnight Walk has above 90% positive reviews on Steam, so give me that quality over the quantity this time. And now let me present to you an awesome NUBWO headset, which is also a sponsor of this video. Made for gamers by experts who understand our challenges, these headphones are built to keep you in the game without any problems. With my old headphone, I couldn't hear almost anything. And with my new NUBWO headset, even the faintest sounds are as clear as I was inside the game itself. Whoa! The NUBWO headset will hold up to 100 hours. That's a lot of gaming days without charging. Seriously, you can beat several games without needing to charge it additionally. Stable wireless connection is perfect for your personal computer, PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5. Yeah, it's not only for your PC. The sound is extra clean and it is lag-free as well, so it feels like I'm using wired headset, but I'm actually wireless.
Impressive.
Yeah, even my wife is impressed, especially with these cute ears they bonus pack with a pink version. And the comfort level is super high, it is so squishy, look at it, it's soft like a kitten. And now press my link in the description or in the first pinned comment below and grab your own NUBWO headset. It's awesome. Teardown. This sandbox game features a fully destructible and interactive environment. Here you can plan the perfect heist using creative problem solving, brute force and everything in between. Tear down walls with explosives or vehicles to create shortcuts, stack objects, build structures or use floating stuff to your advantage. Run, drive, jump, slingshot, here you can do whatever you need to achieve your goal. Avoid robots or steal whatever your client asks for, but make sure not to get caught. Game has not only sandbox mode but also a serious campaign where you start accepting work from more or less shady persons. This is a story of a murky soup of revenge, betrayal and insurance fraud. Yeah, that kind of depth in, as it seems, destructible environment engine is absolutely wild. You soon find yourself stealing cars, demolishing buildings, blowing up safes, avoiding trigger-happy robots and many more. The game has above 90% positive review score and is more than worthy of your attention. Agatha Christie, Murder on the Orient Express. Here you will discover a modernized and revisited version of Agatha Christie's classic book. Set in 2023, Murder on the Orient Express brings the classic tale to life in a way that may surprise even the most dedicated fans. Game isn't blindly following the original story. Here you'll find brand new elements and experience the mystery and suspense of the most famous case of Hercule Poirot. So here a crime is committed on the train. During your trip you are surrounded by a group of singular characters, all suspects, each with their own secrets and motives. And your job is to single out the murderer amongst them. Solving the mystery won't be easy. Through numerous twists and turns you will have to use your enormous IQ to unravel the mystery and bring it to light. I wish games like that had an actual brain capability requirement, so you won't lose the money if you are, a bit dumber. So before you buy, you would have to solve a small puzzle, preferably from the game, to unlock the payment options. If you fail, the game is obviously not for you. Buy some other game, and if you solve it in a matter of seconds, that may tell you something as well. Just an idea, but kinda nice one, huh? Darkwood. If you could imagine a Lovecraftian forest with all the horrors in it, Darkwood checks all the marks. It is heavily inspired by, for example, Color Out of Space, and even has some Easter eggs in this field. When I played it, I felt that creators probably took a lot of inspiration from Stephen King as well, who is himself a fan of Lovecraft, and you can feel the influence in many of his novels, starting from madness-infusing Shining to the horrors of the unknown in The Mist. So the Darkwood makes you feel that you are trying to survive in one of these stories. Creepy monsters in inhabitants and ever-changing woods surround you every step. By day you collect resources and explore the area, but by night you must barricade yourself in a safe place because various beasts of horror will try to make you, less alive. So every night is a battle for survival, and every day is another chance to make your fortress stronger. Story is great, the gameplay is great, and the game is simply a must-play. Starship Troopers Terran Command. This game has a model similar to the Arbillions where you defend from the hordes of enemies and try to keep your base alive. Also, here you can literally relive the best moments of the Starship Troopers movie by defending your base from hordes of ladybugs. Anyway, here you'll encounter dozens of unique insect types, each with their own special abilities and skills. Also, the map has terrain elevation, true line of sight and true line of fire, providing deep tactical gameplay, meaning that units that stand behind other units can't shoot unless they stand on a higher ground. Sadly, you can't play as an alien insect. It's not off the table completely, developers say, but now you can only play as a military human society. That's it. If you are wondering if you can build a base here, yes you can, but it's not the main focus of the game, I would say. Despite that, it has a very positive review score on Steam, and many commentators are stating that if you like Command & Conquer or StarCraft, you must try Starship Troopers as well, so do not ignore it. Murky Divers. This is basically a Lethal Company clone with a Subnautica setting. You'll dive with a team of up to 4 friends or strangers to the bottom of the ocean. Your mission is to remove all dead bodies from abandoned labs and erase any evidence on their failed experiments. And those experiments are what left all these lab rats dead. So prepare to meet some nightmares of the deep. They are really creepy. All in all, this is a horror game to play with friends, to scream together and generate nervous laughter afterwards. Also, your oxygen will run out way quicker than you expect, so there are a lot of ways to die, but you should avoid that. Dying is not what you want. And another fun part is your submarine. You'll have to navigate blindly only with the help of sonar to avoid dangers. Great game to finally acquire the fear of the ocean. Although be sure you are okay with motion sickness. This game is known to generate one. Watch Dogs 2. You will play as a brilliant young hacker living in the San Francisco Bay Area. You will team up with a notorious group of hackers to execute the biggest hack in history. Take down an invasive operating system being used by criminal masterminds to monitor and manipulate citizens on a massive scale. So you are a good guy after all, not like baddies who hack potato salad recipes and add pineapple to them.
A pinch of salt, 1 spoon of mayonnaise, 2 chopped potatoes, 7 unpeeled pineapples.
That is horrible. Anyway, here you can explore the dynamic open world full of possibilities. Hack into every connected device and take control of the city infrastructure. You will develop different skills to suit your playstyle and also upgrade your hacker tools, RC cars, quadcopter drone, 3D printed weapons and much more. People on Steam are saying that here you can actually watch dogs. Also, people are recommending to buy a bit more expensive gold edition instead of a base game to get all the goodies and DLCs. Lamentum. You will find an intriguing story with the best tropes of Bram Stoker and H.P. Lovecraft implemented. I won't spoil you the plot though, all I can say that this is an example of a game that doesn't hold your hand or penis. Here you can combine things to make new things. Sadly, only those things that are meant to be combined can be conjoined together. For example, you can't combine a tooth with a coin or a pineapple with potato salad because that is a blasphemy! The surroundings of the game are made very well and they are kinda creepy. Weird paintings on the walls, blood on the ground and intestines in the bathroom makes your imagination go wild. It is very easy to immerse yourself in this game and take it as a story from a book. But Lamentum is not only a story, here are plenty of dangerous places that are ready to kill you without any hesitation. Monsters are creepy, but if you have a sword or other weapon, you can easily chop them to pieces. Although at the beginning you are unarmed and your only weapon is your running capability. Sadly enough, I discovered that I can run only after several deaths.
What a shame.
Yeah. 9-bit Armies, a bit too far. Most of us know the 8-bit RTS series, and this is the latest game in the franchise. In 9-bit Armies you will rally your military forces across a variety of battlefields and act out your strategy over land, sea and air. Yeah, the holy trinity of every good RTS game. You will deploy your airborne soldiers, destroy bridges and aim your super weapons at your puny enemies. You can also join others online, playing together with your friends in co-op campaigns or against them in a mix of skirmishes supporting up to 8 players. The game is filled with various innovations like swimming, infantry or sharks who can eat them, but the UI and whole setting looks and feels very close to Command & Conquer, so you will feel right at home here. 9-bit Armies will provide a bit better and smoother gameplay, better map layouts and medal system kinda similar to StarCraft 2 campaign achievements. You can download new maps and mods with full Steam Workshop integration and discover new ways to render all to burning bits and bytes. You can also upload your own mods and maps to share with friends and foes alike. Game also supports LAN PvP, so you can organize wild parties with your friends and keep your virginity safe like never before. The Outer Worlds. Somehow I always think that this game gets too little attention. It is definitely one of the best RPG games I have played in recent years. It is funny, it has secrets, many guns and places to explore. It's not just Fallout in space. I had more fun playing The Outer Worlds than I had playing Fallout 4. Even if this is a bit smaller game, I can absolutely give it 9 cold beers out of 10 and recommend it to you without a doubt. But I have to mention that it has some cons as well, like unbalanced difficulty. You know, at first you die a lot, but later everything else dies in seconds, even the strongest monsters. Then you may think,
hey, I will switch from hard to the hardest difficulty.
But you can't. You have to play the whole game on this hardest difficulty without switching it off, because developers decided to add some stupid achievements most of the players don't even care about. So you will feel overpowered all the time and you can't do anything about that. That's why I didn't buy and didn't play the last DLC. I already feel like a combat god, everything just dies when I blink. Caravan SandWitch. Here you'll embark on a journey across a sci-fi world. Driven by a mystery to find your missing sister, you will interact with various communities, help them with their tasks, and meet new people along the way. Take your time to explore the world, whether in your van or on foot. The game is aiming to be crowned as a king of relaxing exploration games. Here you will find no combat, no death, no timer, just you, your van, and the world. Here, equipped with an array of essential tools, you will upgrade your van to open up new passages and ruins. From navigating treacherous terrain to uncovering ancient historical sites. Every step of your journey will bring you closer to unraveling mystery behind your sister's disappearance. Beyond the Steel Sky. Here plays a dude who is on a mission to bring an abducted child back home. The search has led you to a Union City, one of the last remaining megacities in the world ravaged by wars and political meltdown. The facade of this place is almost utopic. Altruistic AI rules the city, providing people with comfort and care. But as always, dark secrets are brewing in the underbelly. So basically this is a comic book where you make the decisions of the main protagonist and shape the story with your actions. Dark conspiracies, humor, and a cyberpunk city under total surveillance is what you will encounter during your adventures. The game has a very positive review score on Steam, and people are saying that you will love the game if you are a fan of slow pace, puzzles, and intense point-and-click action. Tainted Grail Conquest. This is a unique, infinitely replayable, story-driven hybrid between a deck-building roguelite and an RPG game. Here you will explore the ever-changing maps, fight with deadly enemies, and learn what happened to the cursed island of Avalon. You will find 9 unique hero classes, 460 cards, 340 passive skills, 50 masteries, and a lot of other stuff you don't really care to hear about right now if you never play the game. I can say one thing for sure, it's a dark fantasy game with all the dark benefits of it. Original monsters and beasts, creepy adversaries, and fun gameplay await you here. About 90% of the reviews are positive, so it's safe to say that there is a huge chance that you will like the game if you like the genre. People on Steam are saying that this game is gritty, gnarly, dark, and worth your money even when it's not on sale. Syberia, the world before. The game consists of 2 parts. In the first one, you will play as a girl who is beginning a brilliant career as a pianist. However, shadows begin to appear over her future at the dawn of the Second World War, and the next part of the story will take action to a year of 2004, where you will play as the girl imprisoned in the salt mine. A tragic event propels her into a new adventure in search of her identity. So here you'll play in both timelines and explore a fantastic and poetic world with its amazing sceneries. One thing I can say for sure, this game is beautiful. Of course, not as beautiful as you, my friend, but still looking very good. The art direction is at the top level, and it alone should spike your interest in this adventure game with a great story, especially if you like to solve some complicated puzzles and not crack hardest riddles. Oh yeah, sadly the game is not for the weak, it will squeeze your brain power quite well, and all that is accompanied with a symphonic soundtrack composed by Einon Zur. You probably know his tracks from Syberia 3, Fallout, Dragon Age and Prince of Persia. Also on Steam you can try the free demo version. Strange Horticulture. Here you'll find and identify new plants, pet your cat, speak to a coven, or join a cult. Use your growing collection to influence the story and unravel dark mysteries. You are a citizen of a charming town surrounded by hag-infested forests and rugged mountains. You are the horticulturist, owner of a local plant store. As a cast of colorful customers come by your shop, you are quickly thrust into an occult mystery stretching back hundreds of years. Explore the lands beyond your store to find new plants, but be careful. The dark woods and lakes are not always friendly to a simple herbalist. You might discover powers beyond your wildest nightmares, or lose your mind completely. Game has an overwhelmingly positive review score, it's a true masterpiece. If you like interesting, non-cliché stuff, it's a must-play for you. Planet of Lana. A really beautiful platformer with hundreds of tiny details that make it pop out of the other similar projects. Here a planet that used to be a place of undisturbed balance between human nature and animal now has become something else entirely. The disharmony that had been in the making for hundreds of years has finally arrived in the form of faceless army. But this is not a story about war. This is a story about a vibrant, beautiful planet and the journey to keep it that way. The game looks like someone crossbred Miyazaki's movies with Star Wars, and that is never a bad thing. Monstrum. This game was one of the most entertaining things I ever played. It is a really scary experience, but also really fun. You'll have to escape the ship of horrors by doing some tasks, like finding parts for the helicopter or building a raft. And these parts are all over this massive ship, so you will have to travel huge distances in order to collect them all. Fun part is that you are not alone. Somewhere in this ship lurks a terrible monster, so you get the point. This game is best enjoyed with friends, but I don't have co-op mode or anything like that in mind. Monstrum is a single-player experience. Just take turns trying to escape the ship. I guarantee that this game may become the pinnacle of your evening with buddies. Honestly, I never laughed so much playing horror games with my friends. The Witch's Cauldron. This is a simple and cozy game where you will boil various potions as a not-so-evil witch. You'll practice your craft in a town where good rumors spread just as fast as bad ones, with the latter quickly reaching the ears of Inquisitors. And as you probably know, Inquisitors are the best friends of every witch, who wants to die in agony and pain, I mean, so not a friend of yours. Balancing your popularity amongst townsfolk and the Inquisitors' growing attention is essential for survival here. And if your intuition tells you that the end is near, you can always find refuge in another town. There are plenty nearby. The game has very good price and playtime ratio. You'll finish it in roughly 15 hours. Can totally recommend for a calm evening. You know, when the rain pours outside, a distant rumble of thunder shakes windows gently, and you just brew things as a witch. Aliens Fireteam Elite. Have you ever wanted to be a protagonist in the Alien movie? Well, I doubt that, I really do. And if yes, what is wrong with you? Anyway, here, after so many fear-infused hours in alien isolation, you can finally get some revenge on these terrifying creatures. You will kill hundreds of them, so it's nothing like the movies. Although it's really fun to play if you have a friend or two. You can play in single player as well, but I assure you that if you want full experience, you will have to find some friends. I know that may be mission impossible, but you can try anyway. You don't need real friends, all you need is some Discord channel with the same-minded people. So here you'll be exploring some friendly planet filled with friendly fauna and live in harmony all together. Except you don't. This game is a carnage where you will have to battle through hordes of different types of xenomorph, customize your character and gear, and level up as you try to contain this ever-growing threat. I especially like the diversity of enemies in this game. They really took their time to create some nasty monsters. The game itself is basically Left 4 Dead just with aliens. I think it's great. And now thank you for watching, have a nice day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Subscribe to Cold Beer, enjoy